Okay, let's chat about this Poulan 14.5 42 inch. First off, why did I get it? The original plans for this machine was it was going to be a parts machine for my racing lawnmower, but that plan has since changed since I got another Craftsman, and I even have another Craftsman coming in a few weeks. So the first off plan for this machine was originally to strip it out, use the engine, and use a transmission that it actually came with, which I'll show in a minute, for the racing lawnmower. That plan has since changed, and this machine is hopefully going to be fixed. Overall, the worst body damage on this machine is the seat. The seat does have a few rips, which isn't a huge deal. From what I can see off of right now, it needs a battery and a gas tank. Yes, it did come with one, but it's cracked, including the cap. So it definitely needs a gas tank. I do have a temporary tank right there, which I'll be using to see about trying to get it to run. It will most likely need the valves done. A lot of these machines do. I call these machines first generation, which I don't know if the first generation machines suffered with the cam issue. I really don't know. I think that was more the second generation machines suffered with the cam issue. So most likely, adjust the valves, we should be good to go, hopefully. Gas tank, battery, etc. And yes, it actually had that plate in there. I don't think it was ever a front tank model. I think some of these machines did get that plate in there, and the gas tank sat on top of that plate. Most likely, blades will have to be done, or I could also do it a little bit cheaper way, just get it running and sell it as is and make my money back. We'll see. Most likely we'll do the blades. I wouldn't mind having it being a relatively perfect machine. The seat will not be replaced. It'll just get Gorilla Tape and we'll go from there. But really, with this machine here, I got it for a decent price. I'll be able to get a good price back out of it as long as everything does work out, which I think it will. It does turn over, it does have compression, and the guy did say it would kind of try and run, but it seemed like it was flooding out, which may be already fixed. The choke was stuck on this machine, and the lever was not in the choke position. So I'm thinking that might have been what the problem was. A few downfalls with this machine: it does have first generation steering, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. So it's definitely usable. To me, that's really the only downfall from this machine is the first gen steering. Other than that, it's halfway decent and should make a halfway decent machine. So that's pretty much it. Poulan 14.5 42 inch. What all can I say? Also, all four tires are good on it as of right now. That one right there is a mismatch. It has a Poulan Pro rim on it because they are yellow, and this one should have the white ones. Okay, and here is the extra transaxle that came with the Poulan. As you can see, it is from a Craftsman. Typical white rims from a Craftsman. These tires appear to be halfway decent. I believe this is a 6-speed. It does have the retainer right there. This transaxle will be going into another machine that I have as it is. So I don't really want to try taking those tires off. If I can get it into the machine with those tires on, I will. If I can get them off, I will get them off. But if you guys know how these machines are, those aren't usually fun to try and take off. So anyways, that's the transaxle. He says it came out of Craftsman, which I do believe that is the typical Craftsman shifter linkage right there. That would go up to a fender shift. So yeah, so that will come off, and I'll be able to rework the bracket and make it work for what I needed to make it work for. So anyways, the whole package here, halfway decent. I hopefully will be able to get this running, get this back up into service relatively easy, and use the transmission for what I want to use the transmission for. And I'll have some extra parts for that machine right there, which is always good to have at least one extra transmission for a racing lawnmower. It's always nice to have an extra engine, but I'm normally pretty good on my engines. I don't beat them up too badly. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.